Okay, cool. So with that, again, welcome to today's session of the Tennessee Harm Reduction Project ECHO. Today's topic is Bridging the Gaps, Centering Women in Harm Reduction Practice. Next slide. Today we'll have our didactic presentation followed by a scenario presentation and Q&A. And we're also using Menti today. So when we get to that point, I'll ask you to either pull out your phones or we'll put a link in the chat so you can participate. And that's an anonymous platform if you would like to use that over the chat or over unmuting, for example. Our speaker today is Destiny Thompson from the Tennessee Recovery Alliance. Destiny is a dedicated harm reduction advocate with lived experience who is especially passionate about supporting women navigating substance use and related challenges. Her commitment is to create a safe, judgment-free space where healing and dignity come first. She shows up for women in need, not just with resources, but with real support because she can relate to others' hardship and challenges. Okay, so everybody, please welcome Destiny. And Destiny, you can start when you're ready and just let Allie know when you're ready to advance the slide. And please, if you're not speaking, please be sure to mute yourself. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Destiny Thompson. I'm co-executive director of Tennessee Recovery Alliance. I see a lot of familiar faces, so hi, my friends. So we're located in Knoxville, and yeah, I'll give you a little bit more background as we go. But I'm ready for the next slide, Allie. Thank you. Okay, so Tennessee Recovery Alliance is a drug user human rights advocacy organization rooted in philosophy of harm reduction. So we're a nonprofit SSP located in Knoxville. We were founded in 2019, and we began as a grassroots effort with just a van and supplies. Our goal is to create a healthier, more just society through evidence-based, person-centered strategies. So when we first began, it was literally just a van and supplies and a name. We had dedicated executive directors with us. I started out as just a volunteer, and then one of our executive directors stepped down. So I decided to step in. At the time, my husband was also an executive director, so I decided to step in and help him. And we decided to like split the work a little bit. So I became the grant writer. He became the on the grounds outreach person. And as time went by, we just, started gathering many things. Like, we didn't have much knowledge, but just like our lived experience and experience of what we, sorry,
Tennessee Recovery Alliance.
what we went through. So, yeah. And as we went on, we just kept working and working. We were able to, finally get us a little office in a nice building with a very lovely landlord. And we've just been trying to thrive ever since. So now we have our brick and mortar site. We have our drive-through. We're one of the first SSPs that have a drive-through, and it's been very exciting. So yeah, that's just a little bit background on us. I could go on and on, but I'm gonna just keep it a little short. So next slide, please, Allie. So this slide is women and substance use. So that's what we'll basically be talking about today. Barriers are greater stigma and judgment, especially if pregnant or parenting. Fear of child welfare involvement or criminalization deters service use. Violence and decreased anonymity. Sorry if I'm like mispronouncing words, y'all. I'm not good with that. So I just wanted to say, like, I'm not perfect. Higher risk of gender-based violence and trauma. More likely to use substances with a partner, which can reduce autonomy and safety. Women who use drugs and experience homelessness face sharply elevated risk of sexual violence, overdose, HIV, and limited access to care. So that is a lot of what I see during my program, during my clients. It is another reason why I love helping my community, our women so much. Just because, being a woman myself, going through that same uh, experiences, I know how it felt. So yeah, wanting to give these services is like it means a lot to my heart. So yeah. Anyway, next slide, please, Allie. Women in substance use, knowledge and service access. Studies show that women who use drugs often have lower awareness of harm reduction services. For example, syringe service programs, naloxone distribution, overdose prevention. Research shows that lack of gender-specific outreach and trauma-informed education contributes to gaps in knowledge and use of services. So I know a lot of us can probably agree with that. um, I know I can. I've had a lot of clients, female clients. In the beginning, we didn't have a lot of female clients just because they weren't sure where to go. They didn't have many resources. So as the time went on, it has expanded and we have improved a lot of female clients. So it feels good to see them every day coming in. And I'm glad. And now, actually, in Knoxville, we have way more resources for them than it was when we first got here. So that's also like a big like turn point, and I love seeing that. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is our Women's Wednesday. We'll start with our history. So Women's Wednesday began in August 2024, born from the realization that women are too often overlooked in harm reduction, homeless services, and sex work. The idea was sparked by a personal understanding of what it feels like to be a mistreated woman, unseen, unheard, and unsupported. This event was created to change that. Driven by lived experience and compassion, Women's Wednesday is dedicated to the women who feel forgotten. It's a safe, empowering space where women can receive care, resources, and connection because every woman deserves to be seen, supported, and valued. So to achieve this, we began gathering basic feminine supplies / products. So we've already had like a lot of big partners and just like friends and community that like, shared the same vision as us and loved us. So we just reached out. So shout out to Choice Health. I see y'all on there. Shout out to Next Step. Shout out to Hellbender. Shout out to everyone. We loved y'all. We love y'all. And, we reached out to just not only local people, but other orgs during like conferences. So when I went other places, I like spoke to other women, and we're able to like get a lot of things donated at first, like pads, tampons, and things like that. A lot of stuff came out of my pockets too, where I just felt like this is what women needed. So that's how we started that. And then we began working more with our community partners who share the same mission. So that's really what started Women's Wednesday, was having our community partners coming. They're a big major like help to us. So we love y'all. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. So here's some examples of, yes, it does. It takes a village. So here's some examples of what our services are during Women's Wednesday. So Women's Wednesday is on the third Wednesday of every month. Like I said, it's a dedicated day for the women in need who are lacking resources of feminine products or protection. Just women in need that are unseen, unheard. I've felt that before, so that's what I feel is needed. So the services we provide are makeup bags, bras / panties, and we got the good ones. So Victoria's Secret, they get the nice pink bras, so we got soaps, razors, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, perfume, and then we're also in the process of providing self-defense kits. So that's a little bit of items we do. That's an example of our makeup bags, and a little example of how I put the bags together with all their feminine needs. And then our partners also, they bring little things. So I don't know if you can see, but Next Step has also like included some things in our bags too. So like we try to switch it up every Women's Wednesday. We put like different things in there, and I add like if I have like little gadgets or stuff, like little toys or little things, we just fidget with stuff. So I just throw them in there, or I'll throw candy or something. So we switch it up a little bit. Next slide, please. So here are some more examples of the services we give. So this is our nurse, Greg. This is his menu. And this is an example of the table he sets up. He also brings like a lot of more like really good wound care things. So thank you so much, Greg, because our clients really love that. So we do the wound care support with Greg's help, gauze, bandages, wound care treatment. He also does the rapid testing for them. And then next step, that is an example of their table right there. They do a lot of things. They're so lovely. They do case management. They do that, like help people with food stamps, health insurance. They set up a table all the time, and they have like little rocks that like clients can come and like spend time in paint and like decorate. So like that's an example of their like painting table there. They always have like food bags or like just little goodies for the clients. Like they're so sweet. So yeah, that's another example of the services we do. Next slide, please. Yes, thank you. TRA is open 12 to 2. I meant to say that. Thank you, Anastasia. So this is Women's Wednesday, our impact, how much it's made an impact on our women in our community. Women's Wednesday has made a big impact on the women in our community. Regular clients get genuinely excited when they know it's coming around, and new clients are often surprised and touched when they received a gift made just for them. So I have many like clients that come in and like they're like, oh my gosh, like it makes me feel good. I have like such the biggest smile when I'm excited to like know that I have something for them and they don't know about it. It's like when you're giving a gift to someone and you just can't shut up about it. So it's like that's how I feel. Like when I give them that bag and they're like, oh my gosh, they're like, what is this? I'm like, open it, girl. Like you got some good things in there. So yeah, many of the women we serve just want to feel loved, like they matter. No matter their circumstances, they want to look good, feel good, and be treated with dignity. Women's Wednesday helps make that possible, reminding every woman that she is not forgotten. So not only Women's Wednesday, but like our program, our office is all about making women feel good, making them feel respected and dignity. Like when you walk into our doors, you're going to make sure that you are respected and you feel loved when you come into our office. um so that's like our main thing. Like we want women to always feel comfortable, always feel loved and welcomed. And yeah. Next slide, please. So here are our Women's Wednesday partners. So we partner with 3 amazing local organizations in Knoxville when it comes to our Women's Wednesday. Choice Health Network is a public health organization that provides supportive services to people in need of care for HIV, homelessness, addiction, and other harm reduction services. During Women's Wednesday, they provide rapid HIV/Hep C testing, wound care, supply/treatment, wound care advice, so much more, to be honest. They're honestly amazing. And then we have Next Step that comes along. Next Step is a woman-led community-based organization that provides supportive services to people in need of case management, harm reduction services, food, love, support. During our Women's Wednesday, they provide the case management, rock painting. They also like help you sit down. You can write a letter for your loved one, and they'll send it off for them. And they provide food and goodie bags. They all have like little things they provide. So, and then one of our biggest supporters is I Support the Girls Knoxville. I Support the Girls Knoxville. They have played a major role when it comes to our Women's Wednesday. And because of them, TRA wouldn't be able to have the Victoria's Secret panties and the Victoria's Secret bras, and other little feminine care products that women can receive daily. So we really are thankful for them. They actually just stopped by and gave us like so many makeup bags. Like, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. Oh, thank you. So that's been our partners, and they have been so amazing, like since day one with Women's Wednesday. We appreciate y'all and love y'all so much. So shout out to our partners. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. Next slide, please. So this is our self-defense kits. I wanted to come up with we wanted, my husband and I, Ben, we wanted to give them a different name and not just self-defense. So we called them empowered defense kits. So this is a reason why we came up with this. So women face constant threats of violence, exploitation, and abuse. Many are taken advantage of or forced into things or trapped into things or abusive relationships. And coming from experience with that, it really hit close to home. So when I see a lot of women come in, and I'm like really connected when it comes to our clients. So like they come in, they tell me all their stories, they tell me everything that's going on. So like I become real connected with them, and it makes me, it kind of makes you think about your experiences you've went through. It makes you just want to, like, you've been there before, you want to help them. So I've spent nights, days thinking about what could I do. This was like a great idea that we decided to come up with. And why is it needed? To provide protection in dangerous situations, provide a woman with a sense of control and empowerment, and it becomes a deterrent to potential attackers. So it doesn't even have to be for a female that is out in the street or anything. It could also just be for a female that is, going on a grocery store run and they're feeling uncomfortable, or they're in a parking garage and they're feeling uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, as a female, you've been in certain situations where you felt like I needed protection, or I needed to protect myself with something. So that was a big reason why I felt like it was needed. So our self-defense kit includes pepper spray, a safety alarm, a whistle, a rechargeable flashlight, and some type of resource pamphlet or trauma card with legal aid numbers, in a place they can call if they're in danger and they need help. So I don't have an example of it, but it would look like more like instead of a pamphlet, it'd be like a card that I'll laminate, and all this will be attached on a keychain that they can put on like a book bag or like their belt loop, or something that, a place they feel like is easable to grab, basically. So these are some examples of what it would sort of look like. And yeah, so that is our empowered defense kits. And we have those coming soon. I'm actually in the process of getting all our supplies together, so I'm excited to have something that our girls can feel protected with. Yeah. Next slide, please. Oh, was that all? Oh, okay. And this is a place of community. So this is a beautiful quote by Bettina Love. And we cannot have justice without healing, and healing requires us to build communities of care that center love, dignity, and survival. So yeah, that is pretty much it. We really stand on that. Yes, Ben, that is my wonderful husband, Ben. So he is a major role and plays a big part in our organization. And yeah, so thankful for him. So yeah, and that is, something we love and we believe in. We believe in, meeting people where they're at. We believe in any positive change, and we're just always here to love, support, and just always loving our clients no matter what. Thank you. That's all. Thank y'all so much. Any questions?
I also want to highlight that that was art, and that was done by one of your clients, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the art in the background on the wall. The table, I don't know if you guys can see the Beetlejuice table, and the suitcase is made by one of my clients. And if you're ever in Knoxville and want to stop by, feel free to come on in. You'll be able to see all his art displayed. He is truly amazing. So he does amazing art, and we just let him go crazy all over the place. So yeah.
Okay, awesome, Destiny. You did great. We need to have you speak more often. Okay, so we put a Menti link in the chat. We put a bunch of them. Sorry, it's super duplicated. But Menti is an anonymous platform if you want to ask questions or add in comments that way. Destiny, you've been getting a ton of love in the chat. So thank you for
Thank
everyone for using the
you.
chat. Okay, you have a question. What is the location again? Do we know if we have anything similar in like the Nashville region, if you know?
So our location is we're in Knoxville, Tennessee. And do you mean by like SSP services in Nashville? I'm
Yeah, we have SSPs in the
yeah.
Nashville area in both Davidson and Robertson County, so in that mid-Cumberland region. Um, Personally, I'm not familiar with like like a Wednesday-esque thing with our Nashville partners. Destiny, I don't know if you know if any other organizations are doing similar work.
No, not right as of right now, I'm not sure. Um, no. Sorry.
Okay, all good.
Like,
I'm gonna also put your oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say anything like with Women's Wednesday. No, I'm not sure, but um, I know other orgs are doing like great women's services. So
Absolutely. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna put your address in the chat for anyone who would like it. If that is that okay, Destiny?
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So, to answer your question about we see women stay in violent risk due to partner control over injecting. So um, no one has offered woman-centered injection ed to me, but I do plan on addressing like safety situations when it comes to that. So part of our self-defense program or event, or I don't want to call it event or a program, but was gonna be like a safety instructor instructing women if they need on how to, you know, better safety themselves or in certain situations. So that was going to be a part of our thing. It still is. So it's still coming together with all that. And sorry, you may have mentioned already, and I could have missed it, but what were some challenges you faced, if any? Okay. So some challenges I faced in implementing Women's Wednesday was really just, I would say, not having enough funding in the beginning. But it also was just because, like, for my organization, it is just me and my husband. We are the only employees. So a lot of the things, a lot of it was just like self-taught. So we didn't really know how to get out there and like fundraise for certain things and stuff like that to kind of help us push that. So it kind of was like when it started, it was just funding. And then when we started making more connections, it kind of helped us out because a lot of people just seen our need and wanted to donate supplies to us. I'd say that was the only challenge. Other than that, it was actually real easy to implement. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was real easy to implement once you just get all your supplies in order and you just know exactly what women need, and you just you ask them. You just go around and you ask them like, hey, what are certain things that you need? Like that's actually how we ended up making connections with I support the girls. I had a lot of women asking me for bras and panties, so I just started like googling and looking around for certain things. So sometimes Google will be your best friend. So yeah. Any more questions? If not, that's okay. But thank you so much for everything, y'all.
Yeah, thank you again, Destiny. Yeah, if you have more questions, feel free to put it in the chat. You can also raise your hand and we can call on you to unmute. Also, Destiny, if you feel comfortable, would you put your email in the chat if anyone has like further questions? And then if anyone has questions after the session, you can also email us, and we can forward your question to Destiny.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Last call. Okay. Okay, we will move on. So as I mentioned, we're going to stop the recording because our didactic has been completed and we will not record the following sections. And we anticipate the video will be uploaded to YouTube within a week, but the Menti will remain open for further engagement.